questions having to do with sidewalk width and pedestrian traffic. To FCRC or ESDC's knowledge, has a pedestrian count been executed post-event since the arena opened?
Not to my knowledge.
How do you justify private signs?
I have two more. Who is handling the leasing for the market rate units?
The leasing for the market rate units hasn't been selected at this time.
Thank you. That's it? Yep. Okay, last question. Can somebody please repeat the website again one more time?
Sure. The website where this presentation will be posted tomorrow is www.esd.ny.gov/Atlantic Yards. And on the same website, there's also contact information for ESD, a phone number, and an email for myself and for Derek. And then also on the AtlanticYards.com website, there's additional contact information for Forest City's Community Liaison Office as well. I think we do have a couple questions that Bridget's working on bringing up now. We just have
Well, Bridget brings those up. The sidewalk width question just will go away. And this one is, this follow-up is, it is understood the lay-by lane on Dean Street is going to be removed, question mark. Can you confirm?
Yes. I mean, the picture, you see where it bumps out. So there's a lane of traffic.
But permanently?
This is the existing lay-by lane, and you see that...
Oh, when the construction goes away? Yeah, I'll do that.
No, when the construction goes away, the sidewalk will go back. The sidewalk that's out there now is built to its permanent condition. Just because we wanted to build it that way, we'll obviously have to repair it or replace it as the construction completes. But the configuration of what's there now is what will be replaced.
Bridget, just, she can ask her question. Mia, do you want to ask your question? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not saying nothing about doing the highlights, but how many of you remember that movie, The Free is the Golden Tower? Now, the man that produced that movie was on Good Morning America with John London, and she asked him, if he had to live in the high-rise, would he want to live that high up? Now, he made the movie, you know what he said? He said he wouldn't want no high-rise.
Determination of what floor you live on.
Yes, I do. Just like all over this city.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love that movie. I love the scene with the architect and the fire marshal sitting out on the sidewalk talking. But the reason that building caught on fire was substandard wiring. And this is all about, quality construction happening in a factory. And so that's how we don't have that happen.
That's it?
Can I just say, I just want to take 2 minutes, if you guys don't mind. The Q&A sometimes is hard, it's short answers. So let's talk a little bit about the sidewalks and the crowds coming out of the arena. So to put it in a more human way, first of all, DOT says it's fine. We think it's going to be fine. But as you've seen over the last 2 months, we adjust very well to arena occurrences. We have our partners from the police department here, Arena Ops, Sam Schwartz, pedestrian managers. We're going to have to look very closely at this and get ready for a new model. And so we admit that, and we've spent a lot of time with arena operations to make sure they understand what's coming, and we will monitor crowd control in a whole new way with this new adjustment. Clearly it's an adjustment. We don't want to pretend like it's not. Chris?
Can I just add to that? I'm Chris Rones from DOT. I don't know if I would use the word fine. I mean, I think this is the best we could do. We worked very closely with Forest City to try to get as much pedestrian space to try to keep impacts off of Flatbush Avenue. 5 feet is, for construction, is our minimum requirement. Would we have liked to have more? Absolutely. One thing that, and we looked at different ways, could we route them through the site? We couldn't make it work. One thing we did talk about, and we do expect Forest City to follow up on, is managing the actual arena itself to, for fire reasons, they can't keep that entrance closed on Dean Street, but managing the arena so that you're actually actively and proactively directing people to other entrances, so you're minimizing the flow of pedestrians who are coming out all at once at the end of an event on Dean Street. So obviously we'll keep looking at it. I kept hearing DOT thinks it's fine. I know what you're trying to say, but I just wanted to clarify that it's not our ideal. It does meet our minimum standards, but obviously I can understand what people's concerns are. It's sort of the best we can do, working through this maintenance and protection traffic plan, and we're just going to have to work as we go through it on measures that will help manage that pedestrian flow coming out better.
Chris, as usual, said it better than me. We agree completely, and that's why I'm trying to say that the circumstances have changed. You know, for arena ops, they're going to have to get used to this. Again, our partners in the police have been excellent. We've been meeting to discuss these sorts of things exactly, and so we understand your concerns, and we will monitor it just as closely as we did all the other exits as we learned about pedestrian flow. You know, we're all learning, and this will be a change, no question. And Chris, thank you. I didn't want to put you on the spot, but thanks for standing up. The other thing I wanted to talk about quickly was the future phases and the senior housing and the home ownership and all these sorts of things that people had questions about. You know, we wish we had answers for them too. Today we're working on the first building. We're really excited to finally be getting it in the ground. And we look forward to coming back to you with more and more as the future buildings become more of a reality. So I know that answers of we just don't know yet aren't great, but that's the reality, unfortunately, that we're working with today. And this building we're going to be really proud of and we're really excited about, and then we'll come to you with future plans as the other buildings unfold.
Well, I guess that wraps up our night tonight. I want to thank ESD and, of course, our panelists, the folks from Forest City and their consultants for being here, for answering the questions as best as they can and as fully as they can. And even if they didn't give us the answer that we wanted to hear, we appreciate their forthrightness. And thank you all for coming, because this wouldn't have been a meeting without you.